Alright, viewers, don't be worried. We got another episode of G.A.S.E Radio coming up. You probably weren't worried till I just said that, but it's okay. We'll have some good stuff for you.
Because, before our episode kicks off, we have a nice word from our sponsor. And our sponsor this week is...
Darren Marlin.
Darren
Marler.
I'm keeping that in. Darren Marlin. Darren Marler is our sponsor for this week.
Oh, God.
You might know him as a professional voiceover artist. I know him as a friend, a brother, and a really great actor who's brought a couple awards to some of my independent films, and he's won them for his acting abilities. He's a great guy.
He is.
And,
he definitely is, and I'm just a jerk that can't say names, and I'm sorry, Darren.
So, here's a word from our very own, the guy who even does the intro and outro for us for G.A.S.E.
Yes.
Here we go with Darren Marlin. Darren Marler.
Ghosts, demons, aliens, the unexplained, the paranormal, stories of the weird and the dark, submitted by authors and fans. Weird Darkness. Celebrities, politicians, criminals. Oh wait, I already said celebrities and politicians, didn't I? True stories of individuals and moments of duh. The Daily Dose of Weird News, every weekday on YouTube at dailydoseofweirdnews.com.
Warning, this podcast may contain explicit language and maybe some other sexual things.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to G.A.S.E Radio, your home for gaming, anime, superhero news, and entertainment. Waft in and listen. Here are your hosts, Randy and Luigi. Excuse me.
All right. Great sponsor, Mr. Darren Marler. We always plug him. Brand new episode today. I'm Randy Lee Beasley.
And Luigi Bonanno, and every time that I hear that intro now, I feel ashamed of myself.
Yes. Before it pops over, we're not changing that. We'll change the after, but we're not going to change that. Because it's too much work that I don't want to do.
Yeah,
But-
that's why, not because of the fact that you love making fun of me for the beginning of it.
But in all seriousness, though, our thoughts and prayers goes out to everyone, all the family members of the shooting in Orlando.
Yes.
I don't want to get into
Yes,
that because we can talk for hours about how fucked up our country is.
Hours. I could probably go for days or months
Yeah.
with this shit. I'm appalled at our country right now, but that's a
Whatever.
that's a completely different story. Today on our show, we have so many freaking notes we had to go to a second page. Like I'm like, what the hell?
The dungeon's popping today. You're going to be hearing screams in the background and deaths and curdles and fucking washing machines going off.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick it off with the gaming section.
Pass me a controller and grab that beer. It's game time.
Okay, the gaming section. First of all, Injustice 2.
Oh my god, that trailer is fucking sick. The teaser was fucking sick, man.
We were wrong. It was not the Green Lantern Corps power-up. It's everyone gets armor power-ups, like transformations in the game.
That's exactly what you were hoping it was instead of that anyway. Mm-hmm. So we weren't wrong.
We weren't wrong. We
weren't 100% on it.
But they're actually giving us the transformations. We talked about last week's episode, how we're getting Dragon Ball Z. All the games where you can transform to power up is great. And then the new gameplay trailer literally just dropped yesterday. And with the gameplay, it's even more beautiful. Gorilla Grodd's actual playable character,
Ooh.
Supergirl, and there's four different
I
levels
can
of
see
powering up your armor in a fight.
What? That's freaking awesome.
Batman, it showed all of his different layers of armor. It's unique for sure.
Wow. All right, I got to take a look at the gameplay trailer then because that sounds freaking sick.
It makes my PB tingle. A lot of people are a little upset that the graphics aren't as good as Mortal Kombat X, but no offense, they probably were working on it at the same time.
Right.
So like Mortal Kombat, they can update a lot easier. This, it's a property they have to rent from DC. A lot more shit goes into it, and come on now, it's still gonna look great. It's gonna look better than the first one. The first one was great.
And you guys got to remember, they haven't announced like a release date or anything. They're probably gonna up the graphics and everything. They're just trying to get the basics down because I would rather have a game with flawless controller compatibility over a game that looks really cool.
Truth. And in other news, the original unfinished Battlefront 3 will be available for free on Steam soon.
Oh yeah.
Like the incomplete game. You can play the story mode and the multiplayer mode. It's not complete at all.
Like, in the slightest.
In the slightest. I mean, there's some cutscenes and shit. There was a unique story mode and all this stuff. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Battlefront 3
yeah,
on Steam.
for free.
Alright, I think I know what game I'm buying next.
For freeze.
For free!
Yeah. That's interesting.
Hey, as long as I purchase it, they can't stop me.
You know, E3's been going on. There's been a couple of big announcements. None that I gave a shit about yet.
No,
besides Injustice.
They said that they are releasing the Kingdom Hearts 3 like release date and everything at this E3 event.
Well, I have not heard anything about that.
Not yet. Have they even gone through PS4?
I don't know, cause
I don't think Sony's had theirs yet.
Because it started this weekend.
Right. I don't think Sony's had their panel yet, but I heard that they're supposed to make big announcements for Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe not a release date, but definitely big announcements for Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'll tell you what though, if Sony's panel did go by and there was nothing at all, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh my god, I sword and like that.
Yeah.
I see the look on your face with the amount of things that you want to say to me right now. Oh god. With a Buster Sword. There. I made it Square Enix related, okay? Alright.
I can't. Oh,
we have too much fun on this show sometimes.
So another thing, apparently Destiny's getting another expansion.
Yeah, I saw that. Guys, like, I remember when, like, I've seen the meme on Facebook all the goddamn time. I remember when a game used to be like getting a burger and then getting the fries and the Coke are a little bit extra, but you don't need them. Now it's like you need every single goddamn expansion for every one of these games so that you can play it. Like, what the hell? Like, that's not what gaming's about. That's not what it's ever been about. And they know it, but they want to pump us money.
Mm-hmm. Just like those morphers, man. They want to get as much money as they can out of us.
Yep, it's all about milking their customers.
Tall Tale's next gaming adventure is going to be Batman.
No shit.
Yep.
No shit.
I saw some images for it, and it looks really great.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I can see them doing a Telltale game about Batman. That's more likely than them doing a Telltale game.
Have an actual game. It'll probably focus more on the detective side of Batman as well.
Right. Like, I would never be able to see them doing that with Superman.
No. It's hard to get a Superman game right.
Right.
I mean, for God's sake, the one on 64 was just shit. Like, I can't even... So many people have knocked that and said everything that needs to be said. There's nothing else to say except that it's shit.
Right.
Even the Superman Returns game, I liked some of the things it did, but you did more fighting in the game than the actual fucking movie.
Right.
The movie was garbage. Let's see here.
Yeah, and they knew it while making it, too. They were like, this is shit.
Well, people will still buy it.
Yep, and they sold it. And people still bought it.
This is something Luigi probably knows about and is probably interested. The One Piece Burning Blood fighting game.
I know of it. I don't know a lot about it, but I am very excited. I would be very excited to try it out, just to play. I love these anime games, though, because it's all about the fighting and the story progression. You can sit down and play one of these games out, and you'll know everything you need to know about One Piece. Mm-hmm. That's just like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. You play through it, you're going to play through the story. But I think this is the one that runs actually the longest through the anime and gets the farthest through before pretty much cutting you guys off with the story mode. So it should be a good play. I've heard nothing but good things about it so far.
So yeah, another thing to go back to the Injustice. Apparently, in the trailer, you hear someone talking about the pit, and I'm thinking maybe the game's lead villain is gonna, or one of them at least, will be Roz.
With the Lazarus
Yeah.
pit? Yeah, I would have to say that makes the most sense. I'm surprised they didn't put him in the first fucking game.
Right.
Like
Because he would be like one of the hardest bosses to beat.
Right, he's bred for fighting. That's who Ra's al Ghul is, just a ninja assassin fighter. Actually, the leader of a ring of assassin fighters. So, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't even put him in the first game. But if they make a storyline out of it, they could go really far with this Injustice
Oh,
thing.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. So, the final thing I have for gaming. Allison Road, the spiritual successor to the canceled PT Silent Hills game, that has now also been canceled. So we're not getting anything in that realm of PT ever. So good job, everyone.
Hey, let's make a playable trailer, never give the audience what they want, and be like, congratulations. And then we're going to take it off. And
Well, at least we're turning it into this game, and it's going to be its spiritual success. This is what it's going to be. Nope,
Right.
we lied. We're going to cut that one, too.
Well, they did make one with Norman Reedus where they used all the same footage and gameplay that they were going to use for
I
Silent
searched
Hill.
for that for you. After you told me about that, I couldn't find shit on it.
Oh my god, I saw it somewhere and I can't remember where it is, but I will find it for you and I will show you what I'm talking about. But
Everything related to that at all, just by the slightest sliver, has just been...
and the only reason why I know is because it was right after we played PT and I saw the mini trailer first. So once I saw that mini trailer, I was looking through some games and I saw a game and I was like, holy shit, this is the same fucking cutscene. Randy's gonna go nuts. They made the game, they just didn't call it Silent Hill.
Right, so it's like they took that part of... I don't know. Everything that's been involved with Silent Hills and PT just seems to die. Either horribly or slowly without anyone knowing.
Right, and I don't understand what the... I can understand that programming and designing and graphic design is all really, really hard. I understand. But if you're going to tell us you're going to make a game, make the goddamn fucking game.
Yeah, Phil Fish.
Yeah,
Take all
Phil
of our
Fish.
money
Take all of our money.
for Fez 2 and then just quit. And
Nah, I
then
give
come
up.
back to social media just to bitch about other shit. Phil Fish, I fucking hate you.
I saw the documentary with you and I started feeling bad for you. Oh, no! Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, let's move on to the animated asshole section.
Anime. Animated. Assholes? Possibly.
Okay, so first off, Justice League is getting another cartoon series called Justice League Action, and so far it's looking to be just like the realm of Teen Titans Go. Exactly what we don't want.
Why? Why?
So,
I don't understand this. Even Teen Titans Go makes fun of itself in saying, "Oh, our other show was better," and now you're gonna go make another show just like it, so this way you can make fun of itself and say that the last one was better again. I mean, what the? I don't understand what's going through these writers' heads when they make these shows.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Teen Titans Go is like a complete and utter failure, but
Oh, yeah. I guess the next Scooby-Doo film, which is coming to direct to video, will be another WWE-related one.
you said the WWE ones were pretty good. I've never
I
seen
did
them.
like the first one, but this one is a racing Scooby-Doo movie with WWE having a giant race with all of their superstars in it, and the villain is like a demon speed race monster.
Okay, well, as long as it's as awesome as the Reluctant Werewolf, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I get my laughs out of it and there's some good comedy and they still find the bad guy, it's all the same to me.
And this is animated. It is going to be a movie, but it's more animated
Right.
than anything. How the Grinch Stole Christmas remake is going to be fully animated, and it's going to star Benedict Cumberbatch. Doctor Strange himself is going to be playing the Grinch, animated form.
I could see it.
I could see it. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just make it live action? Because he could definitely play the Grinch. If you look at his fucking face,
Yeah.
he could be the Grinch.
Yeah. I mean, they turned Jim Carrey into the Grinch. I mean,
Jim Carrey was a great Grinch.
He was a phenomenal Grinch. But that's just his personality,
They
though.
just stopped making the live actions. They did Grinch, and then they did Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers, and then they just stopped. And they did fucking Horton Hears a Who animated, the Lorax animated. And, like, why wouldn't you just stick with your trend of live action? They made a lot of money on those movies, too.
Right, I just think they couldn't find the right actors to physically portray these people.
They got the right voice for the Lorax. DeVito, he should have been the Lorax, because he's short as fuck.
Right. Like, that's great, but my whole thing is that they probably didn't find people that are to the right physical standpoints of each of these.
Or they're just like us, probably cheaper just to animate, not to pay an actor full salary. You pay him at the voice acting rate, it's a lot cheaper.
Oh, yeah. I
Suckers of the shaft. Fucking asshats.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking twat sniffers. I'm just making sure people know I'm not being biased or anything. I'm just saying swear words and making facts out of the swear words. Fucking ear fuckers.
Pretty much. We talked about Voltron on here. I'm gonna let Randy scroll through our notes a little bit. The Voltron series.
The first episode was great.
The first episode was fantastic. I sat down and watched the entire series in one day yesterday. Phenomenal. Plot twists. It's a little bit darker than the originals, but still, like, freaking fantastic. Tons of humor, though. Tons of humor. And I believe that Sven, I believe his name is Sven. I can't remember. I think it's Lance. That's right. Lance. The Blue Lions Paladin, I believe is voiced by Sokka. I haven't actually looked it up, but he's got the same mannerisms, same quirkiness, same jokes. It's actually really good. I love the
We
anime.
recommend you watching it, is what Luigi's saying. Watch it right now. Get on that Netflix and watch the whole series.
Right. I want you to pause this. Don't stop it. Pause it. Watch an episode and then come back to it.
And see, he told you it was good. Wasn't it good?
It's fucking phenomenal, man.
So, and then moving on, Sausage Party actually did release a second trailer now. Finally.
Yeah!
A real second trailer. It's not even red band like the original. It's green band, so there's not swearing in it. And it's literally only like 4 little things are different. So, still disappointed, assholes.
Yeah, pretty much. But I can't wait to see it. A Seth Rogen animated comedy that's about food. It's wonderful.
I have a topic on here that just says universal cunts. I gotta try to remember what that's all about. So hold on. But anyway, we'll end the animated asshole section with some good news. Killing Joke is actually coming to cinemas for a brief time in July before it's released on Blu-ray in August.
Oh, that's... So it is coming in for a short time and then...
In theaters for about a month in July, and then we can actually buy the Blu-ray in August.
Oh, so it's just... Alright, then we should probably go see that for my birthday.
Yeah, we need to see that in theaters because it's going to be epic.
Oh, yeah. I know on my birthday I'm going over to do some magic stuff, but yeah, we should definitely see that in July.
He has a cape, a wand, a hat, pulls a rabbit out of his ass.
And then I throw some cards at people. It's great.
Yes. And on that note, we'll head over to that superhero section. Son?
Yes, you're listening to the superhero section. I killed Miss Piggy and ate her bacon for breakfast.
Here we go. Alright, so, Supergirl, especially now that it's on CW, I guess, that has apparently has something to do with it.
Yep.
Superman will be in Season 2. Season 2 will include Superman. And everyone's hoping that they actually get Smallville himself to come back.
Tom Welling to come back.
Because that would be fucking epic.
That would be, but he never wanted to put on the suit. And he said that specifically. They even had to CGI the suit onto his body for the last episode. He refused to wear the suit.
But the thing now is, after that, he hasn't made any money. So now it's the whole, like, okay, I need money. I'm going to do it.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, Tom
You're going to pay
Welling.
me just to wear something? All right, I'm good.
Okay, yep. My acting career has not taken off since Smallville has ended.
Right, it's like as soon as...
My likeness checks for the comics are out now that the comic series is over. So, yeah, I'll take this job.
The comic finally ended?
Yeah.
With, like, season 12 or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, it could still be going on, but I know, I just read that they're discontinuing making more. So like
Okay.
its current run is gonna end, and that's gonna be it. So they're gonna have to plan the finale.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes. In the butt. Bop, schnocka, schnock. So, have you read your DC Rebirth Superman #1 yet?
I have not.
What the fuck? I read my DC Rebirth Batman #1, and it's awesome.
I have not. I wanted to sit down and read Flash when I saw there was a Facebook thing about it, and it was Barry Allen was standing there, and Wally West ran into his arms, and it's like, how could I ever forget you? I was like, no, I really want to sit down and read that. So then I had my Superman Rebirth in my lap. I was sitting outside.
Now we can't do our Batman versus Superman Rebirth discussion because he doesn't know what the fuck happens in it. I never read it either because I'm reading Batman.
I'm a terrible podcaster. Terrible podcaster. If you guys hadn't noticed, most of the show is just him telling me things, my reactions to them, and then me making a sly, quick joke. That's literally our podcast.
But since we're on the topic of Rebirth, the Green Arrow Rebirth has been the #1 seller. It's sold out.
Really? Well, you know what? I can see that because the show, but not only the show, the Green Arrow from 52 I heard was actually pretty good. David said that it wasn't great, but you know.
I thought it was great. I mean, whatever. I'm also a lifelong comic reader and stuff.
Right.
So I compare it to shit I read when I was 10. It's gold.
Right.
The shit I read when I was 10, I look back at it now and I'm just like, what the fuck were they doing? Let's see here.
They were still trying to figure themselves out.
The Suicide Squad pops are out. I actually got Amber the Harley Quinn she was looking for.
Yes, I did see that. I saw that you got her that. Man,
it's right next to her cartoon Harley.
I cannot wait to see that movie.
The movie's gonna be great.
Oh,
It's what's gonna save the DC cinematic universe.
At least that's what a lot of critics are saying.
Mm-hmm. I'm like gonna cry when I see Harley Quinn out. Oh, and the actress Margot Robbie, so hot.
She makes my peenie tingle.
That makes Luigi's peenie tingle. Yes. This fits on the realm of animated and superhero, so it doesn't really matter where I put it. The next DC animated film after Killing Joke is Justice League Dark, with my friend and one of my favorite comic book heroes, anti-hero, Constantine.
Yes.
Is the lead. So Justice League Dark is the next one. Very excited to see it.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. I'm just surprised that they killed off the show. I heard that it was doing really well, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone.
And they brought him back for a cameo.
Right, they brought him back for a cameo in Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, I don't understand why they killed out the show if it was doing so good.
Yeah, we'll never know.
So you can kill off that, but you can't kill off Teen Titans Go. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm. But back to the whole Suicide Squad pop thing. There's a bunch of variants out there. Go to GameStop for some, Walgreens for some, Target. You got all the difference. The only way to get the special Jokers or the Harley Quinn in her dress and all this other shit. I don't care about that. I like the yummy one.
Oh yes, the
costume
yummy.
from the main costume from the trailer. But yeah, let's see here.
I just can't wait to get the Power Rangers pop figures.
Yep. Speaking of which, Mighty Morphin Pops is on here as a note. Just want to reinstate the fact that if you couldn't find, or you were just at somewhere that had the fucking white or green Ranger, or even the pink and red Ranger, buy them because they are really rare.
They're so rare. They're going for $250 a pop.
And we have that from an inside source.
Oh yes.
Like it's legit.
Oh yeah.
Especially the white and green Rangers.
Yes.
The ones with the armor on their chest. Like holy shit. I regret not buying them when I saw them now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I kicked myself in the ass.
Like, I was thinking, this was back before I started getting pops, and I was like, no, because if I start collecting it, I'm going to not stop. And now I'm doing it with fucking Dragon Ball Z, so who the hell cares?
You fucking did that to me, asshole.
Now we're both collecting, and now we're both in the hole.
Also, on to more DC news. Justice League is just going to be called that. There's no part 1 and part 2.
Okay,
The first
cool.
movie is just called Justice League. Would be cool if the second one was Justice League of America.
So not Justice League Batman versus Superman? That's not what it was?
Yeah, no. Their first Justice League that they're making is gonna just be called Justice League, not the whole fucking hyphen Batman's anus, Superman's cock part 1.
I thought they were just going to go with Green Lantern and make a Green Lantern movie and then just throw everybody in there. That's what I thought was going to happen.
So it's Green Lantern, but it's actually Justice League, the prequel part 2.
Right.
Before the actual movie, which is not called part 1 anymore, it's just called Justice League.
And of course they're going to have the animated suit.
Yes. And Ryan Reynolds is going to be in it.
Again.
That's just great. I wonder how they must have asked okay from, like, someone before they put Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern in the Deadpool movie and the picture of his wallet. Because
I think that, no, I guarantee you that was him going, you know what, we need to do that because that's going to be fucking hysterical.
they had to sign something where if something went wrong and DC got mad, he would have to pay for it, though. I bet you.
Right.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds gives a shit, though.
I don't think he does, and I don't think anybody really catches on
and
to
it
a lot
wasn't
of this
really
shit.
even that bad either. It was a joke. Like, we made
Right.
it animated, whatever.
Right, and then he makes a couple more hits at it, and that was it.
Because little do people know, most people in Marvel and DC are really good friends.
Yeah.
They're not, it's not like it was back in the 70s and 80s. It's not really a war.
No, they're competitors, but they'll work
Most
with each other if they
people
can.
work for both companies. Simple
Right.
as that. Like, so,
It's really weird because you'd think that they'd sign a non-compete or something.
yeah. Let's see here. Oh, sniff, sniff, sniff.
Oh, that shield
sniffs.
reminds me. I gotta tell you about that figure.
Apparently, Old Man Logan is out and Weapon X is in, but the set photos sure in the fuck look like the final Wolverine movie is Old Man Logan because fucking Patrick Stewart looks super old in the chair. Like, he's already old, but they made him look older, and Wolverine looks old as fuck too. So,
Well, here's what I don't understand.
I don't think it's a Weapon X movie when
if
Professor X
Wolverine's-
is so old, and he looked old. I'm pretty sure, ass hats, that it's Old Man Logan.
Yeah, I can see that, and I have seen like pictures of old man Wolverine, but I'm just saying, like, think about it. If his body continuously regenerates, and he hasn't died for over 1,000 years, or aged for that matter, how did he become old?
Well, finally, eventually, he fucking will get old.
But how? His body's just gonna regenerate.
That's not how he ages 1/4 of a time of a normal human. He was born in 1616, sorry, in the colonial era. Before that, so he's
Right.
not super old, but he's old as fuck.
Right, he's like 400, 500 years
Yes.
old now. Well, technically he's about 600 years old now.
He's old as fuck.
Yes, he's old as fuck.
So
but
it's about time now, because even in Days of Futures Past, he was starting to look older. They put the makeup on him and everything.
Right.
This is after that, but now that the timeline's being reset, it's even later, and they're even older.
Right.
So we gotta see what happens for that. J.K. Simmons is jacked as fuck for his role in Justice League Part 1, even though it's not called anymore, for Gordon. He is fucking swole
I saw
as hell.
that shit.
Holy shit.
I did not think that man could get that jacked.
Holy fuck, I can't even say anything more.
Like, he was like a slinky motherfucker, and now he's just like
he's gonna
fucking.
play a good Gordon. Holy
He's
shit.
like fucking ripped.
They don't even call for Gordon that much in Part 1, well, the first movie.
Right, of course.
He's gonna be in the second one. That's fucking insane. That old dude's got some fucking...
It's all over Facebook. If any of you guys have seen it on Facebook, it is fucking like... I didn't even think it was the same guy. I thought they were making fun of him. And then I looked, and it's him. I'm like, holy fucking hell.
What the fuck is the Walsh remake? Apparently there's gonna be a Walsh remake. I don't know what Walsh is.
Walsh?
Yeah. Walsh remake. There you go. That's some news.
I don't know what the fuck Walsh is, but...
Norman Reedus wants to play Ghost Rider in Marvel's Netflix Ghost Rider series.
This is G.A.S.E Radio.
Yes. He rides
in
a
the
bike
Ghost
in
Rider-
real life. His new show has him
Well,
riding
actually,
across country. I mean,
I could see him playing a very, very good Ghost Rider, but
he'd be a good Daniel Ketch, not Johnny Blaze.
that's what I think. But here's the thing. The writers need to get on the ball, and the director needs to get on the ball. Those are the two that I have seen been fucking up the movies lately. It's not the actors. The actors can act.
Yeah.
But you need to point them in the right direction because, you know, they're going with their gut. You need to make sure that it's on point with what the film's going on. And the one time I saw a good call was for the fucking Deadpool movie when we saw that deleted scene.
Yeah.
When we saw the deleted scene, it was... We've explained it, and I think it was 2 podcasts back, where he, like, fucking murderfies a doctor, and it just brings down the entire movie, and me and Randy are looking at each other going, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, that part should probably not be in a movie, and I've seen that with quite a few of these movies lately, and it's just no bueno. No bueno at all.
But yeah. One last little piece of news here before we kick into the entertainment section. And apparently, X-23 is going to be in the Old Man Logan movie, which is intentionally titled The Last Wolverine. Come on, guys. Pick a fucking name and stick with it. I don't know about that.
Well, it was Wolverine, then Wolverine. Or no, it was Wolverine, then the Wolverine.
It was X-Men Origins Wolverine, then the Wolverine. Now it's the final Wolverine, Wolverine. Old Man Logan.
Right, which I can see it being called Old Man Logan because this is the part where he's gonna die. Like I'm pretty sure that's the storyline they're going with right now.
They're gonna kill him off because no one can replace him, and if they bring him back, he's gonna be different.
Right.
Via a different actor.
Right, and it's fucking Hugh Jackman.
I hope we finally, no offense, I love him as Wolverine. I really want to see Magneto rip all the metal out of him and kill him.
Oh, shit, that would be brutal.
That's one of the best comics I've seen Wolverine in. He's my second favorite fucking Marvel character.
I heard that the way that he dies in the comics, though, is from, like, volcanic lava or some shit.
The last time he died, he got, like, cocooned in himself. The healing factor stopped, and he was just torn to shreds. The first time he, quote-unquote, died, though, was when Magneto ripped all the shit out of him.
But then as soon as you put him back together,
He was gonna die. He healed himself, but then he didn't have the animanium in him anymore. But, like, he was technically dead for, like, a couple of days. Like, took him so long to heal.
He was technically dead for a couple of days.
Because he's been down to, like, bone before. Like, just him and bone in certain spots, and he heals, so... Yeah, they took a risk to kill him off to make sales, and now they're trying to bring him back in. You know how all that shit works.
Of course.
But yeah, that's it. Let's snap, crackle, and pop into the entertainment section.
Mark 2, Warp 7, entertainment, engage.
The Yoga Hosers trailer dropped.
Okay,
well,
so
a bunch of them. a bunch of them dropped, and one of the latest ones, Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith, has a line just from Dante from Clerks, I'm not even supposed to be here today, and fucking finally, after all these years, Stan Lee is actually in another Kevin Smith movie besides Mallrats. Now, he's in Yoga Hosers, or at least the trailer for it. So that's pretty
Does
epic.
he have an actual part, or is he just
Yes,
kind of
he has a part.
Holy shit, that's
dressed,
awesome.
He's dressed like as a Canadian Mountie. He's like, those damn Yoga Hosers. Excelsior! That's the shit he's doing.
That's great.
But then on some shit news with Kevin Smith, apparently, this is why I have a note, pardon the language, a note in my notes called Universal Cunts. When Kevin Smith decided he was going to write Mallrats 2 and make it into a movie, he talked to his agent, the agent talked to someone at Universal, and they said they don't have a problem with it, because Universal has the rights to Mallrats, not Kevin Smith.
Right.
And Kevin Smith was even like, if there's a problem, whatever, I'll buy Mallrats back, that's fine. And he's like, yeah, there shouldn't be a problem. So Kevin Smith wrote it. He finally got everybody, including Ben Affleck, to come back. And then, of course, what happens? Someone at Universal's like, nope, this is one of our trademark properties. We can't do it. So now Kevin Smith is going through a fucking legal battle, and all of a sudden, Mallrats 2, that's all about the name, Mallrats 2 is going to be a 10-episode series now on a TV network. As a giant Kevin Smith fan, and always getting disappointed lately by Kevin Smith, saying, oh, we're going to do Clerks 3, we're going to do Mallrats 2, all this other shit, ever since, 2003. I'm one of his biggest fans, but, come on, man. Come on. You're going to hit somebody, it's going to become a mini, one film, PG-13, the first half, second film was rated R, and then it was just going to become a web series, and then it was a TV show, and then that didn't work. And then the Hollywood Babylon TV series, that somehow, for some reason, didn't work, even though it should. And now all this shit with Mallrats, it's just come on, man.
I mean, it's not all his fault. I mean, Universal should have never told him it's okay just to tell him no.
Or, he can just suck it up and... No, I'm going to have to be on Kevin Smith's side with this one, because Universal caused that movie to flop.
Right.
It gained a cult following on VHS and shit, but yeah, Universal fucked them up. They wanted to fucking recast Jason Mewes with Seth Green to play Jay. So that they screwed the pooch there.
Yeah, you know, I'm a Seth Green fan, but no, you can't switch out.
Jay was fucking Jay Muse.
Exactly,
That's him.
You can't
he wrote that
fucking,
for him.
Right? You can't.
That would be like if I made a movie with a character who loved Superman. His name was Luigi. You were cast in the first movie and the sequel for no fucking reason. I was just like, I'm gonna have
David play it.
No, I'm gonna have Tandon Trombone play you in the movie.
I would hate you for life, but yes.
Yeah. Like,
I
come
see
on.
your point.
Come on now.
Tangent trombone.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean, because you can't just... it would be one thing if Jason was in one movie. That would be one thing, but if he's in all of the movies...
They've only made Clerks at that point, before Mallrats.
Right, but I'm saying, like, all of his movies, Jay is in there with Silent Bob.
I know, I'm just saying the second movie that was made was Mallrats.
Right, and I'm saying, like...
There weren't any movies before that point, so the studio was like, we don't like him in Clerks, let's get someone to replace him for Mallrats to bring a better audience.
Really?
Yeah. And Kevin Smith's like, I wrote this character for him.
Yeah,
Why
I
can't
can't...
he play the character? He did a great job in the first one. But Jason Mewes, then they're like, okay, well, if we get the dailies back and he sucks, we're replacing him with Seth Green or Breckenmeyer. And then Kevin Smith's like, okay, no, but okay. Luckily, they were impressed by him. Because Kevin Smith pulled Jay inside, like, dude, you can't fuck up. You got to do this, otherwise they're going to take this away from you.
Right.
So, but still, I don't want to see that happen again. But I also want to see this. I don't want it to keep for like the next 5 years when it was supposed to be out already. I don't want it to take another 5 years to see the movie. People are going to start dying soon.
Right.
No offense. I want to see
the
older cast
members.
members.
60s.
I want everyone can come back right now when you have the chance, including Stan Lee. Fucking do it, Kevin. We're begging you. Do it.
I mean, the only thing that I can see him doing is buying back the name at this point. I mean, realistically...
Oh, shit. We forgot something for animated. Who cares, though? Josie and the Pussycats is getting a new animated series. Continue.
It's entertainment. Whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, I was going to say something about... Oh, yeah. What I was saying before was I can see if Jay was only in, like, one movie and then they replaced him. He's in so many of the movies now, you can't replace Jay. He's Jay.
I know what you're saying, but at that, like I said, at that time, there was only Clerks, and Mallrats was the next one, and they're like, whatever. If it was all the movies and Mallrats was actually like one of the newer ones, they wouldn't even have the balls to ask Kevin Smith to take it out. But yeah, that's just stupid.
I think Universal just fucked themselves in the ass.
The Archer live-action film is slowly on its way, and everyone wants John Hamm to play Archer. John Hamm from Mad Men. And I can see it.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah, I can see it.
I would welcome that.
That
Still don't know what the fuck the Walsh remake means. I don't know. What the fuck was I... What? Anyway, Finn, John Bodega, is the lead in the Pacific Rim sequel, entitled Pacific Rim 2.
Oh...
Yeah.
No Pacific Rim.
It's not Pacific Rim 2
Godzilla?
Part 1, Godzilla's anus, Bleach.
Randy, you a little tired today, man?
Yeah, and annoyed. Before this.
It's been a wonky day, dude.
Yeah, it's not fun. Apparently half of the movie now, they're saying half the movie of Rogue One had to be reshot. And it's still being reshot. With the fucking deadline coming up of this December... I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed to fucking May the 4th be with you of next year now. Because before they're just like, oh, we're adding someone in. Oh, we're doing some reshoots to give it some more Star Wars feeling to it. And now it's like half the movie apparently is being reshot. Someone fucked up.
Big time.
You fuck up big time.
Big time.
Yes.
You dishonor your family.
But yeah, I don't know if we summarized or recapped. We want Mallrats 2. We don't care if it's a TV show or a movie.
No.
Just make it happen.
Right.
But yeah, so still on Star Wars and good
Make
news.
it a Netflix original. They do some good shit.
Yes. Good news. Good news. John Williams is returning to score Star Wars Episode 8, and he'll be scoring Indiana Jones 5. So we're gonna get the dun 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 dun.
I just hope they rectify what they did with Indiana Jones number 4.
No, they're continuing, but they're gonna have someone else play Mutt.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I hope they rectify it and it's actually a good movie.
Oh, like
instead
they
of,
make up for it.
Right, instead of the piece of shit that
I
they
thought you
had
were
last
gonna,
time.
I hope they just they don't acknowledge the last one.
It doesn't exist. It never happened.
Let's see.
If you don't talk about it, nobody will.
So apparently, Bill Murray was very nervous to come back and have a cameo in the new Ghostbusters reboot.
Why?
And he was very nervous to see the film because he says it was pressure from the fans being like, why, you know, Harold Ramis is dead now, you could never make a third one, all this other shit. Now they're like, why weren't you in this? It sucks because you didn't have a cameo like Ernie and Dan. So he had a bunch of self-doubt, but he says he was nervous, but he's being honest with everybody, not being paid to say so, which could be referring that someone, Dan Aykroyd, was paid to say it was good.
Right.
Bill gave his honest opinion, saying it's a good movie.
All
He
right.
did say the beginning takes a little bit to kick in, but you fall in love with these characters just like you fell in love with them as the characters.
Right, because, I mean, even the original Ghostbusters, the first few minutes, it's a little slow getting into, and then it picks up, and you just fall in love with the movie. Which, if they recapture that and put that into the new movie, that's something that's amazing.
So, we look forward on that.
Sherlock Holmes 3 starts filming soon.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. We'll
Yes.
finally get the trilogy ender for that one. Robert Downey Jr. is a great Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, hell yeah. Just Robert Downey Jr. in general is just a great actor. That's all I have to say about that. He's just phenomenal. I am surprised that there's going to be an Iron Man 4, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised about that because the studio...
I was surprised he wanted to be in Civil War, let alone be like, all right, we'll do Iron Man 4 now, too.
Well, he knew that he...
And now he's in fucking Spider-Man.
Well, you can't have Civil War without Iron Man. Which
They were going to probably just do it with War Machine.
Well, I could see that, too.
That's why at the end of Iron Man 3, he blew up all of his suits. In
Right.
case Robert Downey Jr., after the Avengers, because Avengers Part 1 already happened and shit, just in case shit didn't work out Robert Downey Jr., they can be like, well, at least he retired.
Right.
Whatever, all this other bullshit.
Right, and then he turned around and he's like, oh, you guys want to do a 4th movie with me? All right, why not? Which, that's pretty cool, but he was like, I think I'm done. And the studios were like, he is too expensive to pay. And he pretty much just shrugged his shoulders and went, yeah, you're right. But now all of a sudden they came up with the money and they're like, hey, let's make an Iron Man 4.
So
and he's
hopefully
like,
they
all
came
right,
with
cool.
a deal to get him in
Yeah.
some more movies.
Yeah, hopefully they gave him a nice deal because, again, he's a phenomenal actor.
Apparently, also, Leonardo DiCaprio is playing H.H. Holmes, the first serial killer in America. That's going to be a nice thriller movie.
But I could see that. He's played everything else.
He's a good
already.
character actor. He really
Yeah.
gets into character, and, you know, like, I'm looking forward to seeing that shit.
Oh, yes.
And the last little piece of news I have here is, have you been following the trailers for The Shallows? Or whatever the hell it's called?
Yeah, The Shallows.
The shark movie?
Yeah, bits and pieces of them.
Dude, the newest trailer just dropped today.
I didn't see
was
it.
fucking terrifying. It's showing her, like, actually surfing, and the shark, like those fucking scary-ass memes online where you see the shark's face in the water, the shark is actually in the fucking tube of the water, following behind her on the surfboard, and he comes out of that and knocks her out.
What the
I am
shit?
terrified of sharks. Sharks and spiders. I'm going to tell you right now, even sometimes when I swim in my own pool in my backyard, if I think there's a shark behind me, I will have to get out of the pool for a couple minutes and fucking calm myself down. This fucking trailer? No, fuck you. Fuck you.
I've seen a lot of shark attack movies, but it doesn't sound as... This one sounds more brutal than any one that we've encountered. Because the rest of them are funny. You see the person get dragged down, blood splatters up, and you're just kind of like, haha, that guy got taken out. This one, it's like, oh my god, get out of the water, there's a fucking shark.
And you're running out of time. I mean, you're not that far from being safe, but you're also running out of time because eventually the tide's going to come back in, and the little bit of rocks you're standing on is going to be underwater.
Right.
And that shark knows it.
Right, and the whole thing is that it's not like Jaws, because Jaws was very suspenseful. That was the entire point of it. It was horror based off of suspense.
Well, that's exactly what this one is.
No, this one's mind-jarring, dude. Like, she's got to fucking fight a fucking shark to get out.
Yeah, it's a suspense psychological thriller.
Right, and it's not nearly as suspenseful as Jaws. Like, you could wait that one out.
See, in Jaws was more of a thriller.
That's
with
what
horror elements.
Right.
This is literally like a suspense horror film because this shark is killing people. It's not nice. There's not family-friendly tones to it. It's not Steven Spielberg.
Right.
It's fucking hardcore, down, nitty-gritty. This bitch needs to swim.
Yeah.
And she's only like fucking maybe a 3-minute swim to the shore if she paddles hard. Like, she's so close to the fucking beach. It's not even funny. But the sharks are smart. Spoiler alert. She's so close to being saved. And, but the shark is just too smart. It's sitting there. It knows the fucking tide's coming in.
Right.
It's just going to be like, all right, I'm going to eat this bitch eventually. Fuck you, I can wait. I just ate 2 of these people, so I'm going to eat you next.
Well, okay, we both seen the trailer, and we both seen how small that fucking rock is. Why didn't the shark just jump up and meow? Like...
Yeah, it's doing all this. I do have that beef as well. It's doing all this crazy shit, yet there's not that much rock. So if it all has to do is take a lunge, you can knock her ass in the water and then finish her off.
Right.
But also, here's the thing, too. Sharks are big, yeah, okay, but their stomachs aren't super fucking big. He just ate 2 humans. Is he even fucking hungry anymore at this point?
They can eat a fucking lot, dude. They've opened up sharks and found tires that don't, mind you, they do not break down in stomach acid, including sharks. License plates.
So they're just swimming with the tire.
They'll just eat whatever they can. If they think it's food, they'll eat it. So they'll eat until they either think that they're full, or if they still think that they're hungry, they're gonna keep eating. That's just the way that sharks are. But sharks can jump like 5 to 10 feet out of water. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, you ever seen Shark Week? That's a big fucking complaint right there.
Right, that's a huge plot hole. If the shark's as smart as it is, if this movie's 2 hours long, that shark can knock her out in like 3 seconds, like no problem.
Right, what the fuck? I was thinking about that too, but now that someone else has brought it up, it's like...
This makes perfect sense. Like
that's the end of the movie. The end.
Right.
Oh fuck, I'm stuck. Somehow, it just gently dragged me underwater, even though it's ripping people out of the water and killing these other people.
Right.
But it just gently dragged me down on the surfboard. Fucking God forbid.
Wait, and then did you see the bite on her fucking arm that was maybe about as big as, like, a human mouth?
But then they showed the fucking shark swallowing the one guy.
Right.
Come on now. Come on, guys. Come on.
I saw that, I was like, no. So, did somebody, like, just go up and bite her and be like, okay, this is your bite mark from the shark and walk away? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that... Now, I'm glad someone else is talking about this, because I'm a little...
There's just a couple of things in the trailer, but maybe, like...
There's a second shark.
Maybe. Or maybe there's something with the shark that it can't jump out. Maybe they have some kind of continuity.
Maybe some of the scenes, like, where it shows her stabbing the shark, maybe that's why he can't jump. But if there's no fucking reason why, you guys are dumb.
Yeah.
And the last piece of news I have for you, I'm not going to do a review. You haven't seen it yet, and it was it's scary. I saw The Conjuring 2.
I so want to see that. I'm trying to get people to come see that with me.
It's good. It's terrifying. There's just one thing that kind of threw me off about it, and plug your ears real quick.
No, I'll listen in.
The demon takes form of something, and it looks like a fucking stop-motion animation from a fucking Tim Burton animated movie, like Jack Skellington. And I understand, yeah, it's scary because the demon's taking control of something the kid does. It's like this thing that goes around. It's a story, and it tells the kid a story. It's the Crooked Man. The Crooked Man, and it's like... whatever.
So kind of like a Slender Man type of thing?
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be scary. It's like a children's story in England. But it's in this thing that goes around. But so, it takes the form of the Crooked Man, but it's literally fucking stop-motion animated when it does it. So, it kind of takes you out of the movie for a second, because they're dealing with these demons and ghosts, blah, blah, blah. It's supposed to be real. And when you do see shit, it's supposed to be scary, because it's not supposed to be like a funny horror movie. And then you get this fucking stop-motion demon thing, and it throws you off a little bit. But that's all I got to say about that. Because the podcast is over, and that's the end of it. I'm going to fucking go take a poop.
I think he's been holding this one in since we started.
I got shit. So this has been Randy Lee Beasley.
And Luigi Bonanno.
Great podcast. You know, we do it every week. We're not stopping. And if we do stop, it's because we got killed by a clown.
Or many.
More on that later. Take it away, Darren.
You've been listening to G.A.S.E Radio.